Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, September 10th, day 57 in the Big Brother house. Oh, where are we at? So we're at like 33 days? Yeah, yes. All right, 33. No, 23 days. Wait. No, it's 90. 33 days to go. All right. And we had our power veto meeting yesterday. I already talked about that because it was over by the time I was driving home. So Chelsea had to put somebody up after Mackenzie used the power veto to save Angela. Chelsea nominated Quinn. Not a ton of fallout by the time I was talking to you last night, I don't think. But there was some drama since I talked to you. So Leah got wind that this whole Angela talking about an alliance going on the night before, Saturday night, on Sunday she talked about this alliance that Quinn and Leah and Rabina and Takor and Chemo, I think, were all trying to form a 5-person alliance, or that's what she was snooping around trying to pick up bits and pieces. And the part that Chelsea latched onto was that Leah and Quinn were involved in this. They didn't even really believe it, but it gave them a reason, an excuse to go after, break up Lynn or Leah and Quinn. But Leah got word back that she thought, her impression was that Angela was throwing her under the bus to Chelsea, because Chelsea said to Quinn that Leah had spent the night the night before, Sunday night, up in the head of household, saying, put up Quinn. It wasn't quite that way, but that's what Chelsea said, and that's what Chelsea told Quinn. And then Leah took it to mean that it was because Angela had, made Leah out to be the main conspirator in this whole alliance thing. So, anyways, it's all, telephone, he said, she said, and Leah's upset. But Leah's not nominated. She's never been nominated? I think she's never been nominated. But point is, Leah's upset, mopey, isolating herself in the bedroom, and at one point she finally came out, and Angela tried to talk to her, and you have Leah crying in the shower, Angela saying, that's not how it was, that's not what I did, and then Angela went up and talked to Chelsea for quite a bit to try to explain things. She was also trying to pitch for an alliance, which that was the part that I kind of paid attention to. I turned on the feeds, and you have Angela it seemed like she was trying to get Chelsea to be part of an alliance, and Chelsea was kind of like, no, saying, I'm not really in any alliances, and why would you try to be in an alliance now? Not being in alliances works so well for you, yada yada. It was just, Chelsea doesn't want to. No, she's like, no. We're not gonna say we're in an alliance, because guess what? You're very close to the top of my next to be evicted list. So why would I align with you? That's not what she was saying, but that's what I'm pretty sure she was thinking. So that was kind of the major drama of the night. Other than that, they had talks. Why is this person just sitting here? Okay. Sorry, driving time. They did what turned into a talent show. It was initially just Cam singing a song, which I thought was actually kind of fun. He sang a song about Big Brother. He kind of just freestyled a song about being a big brother and kind of talking about each. He said one of the lyrics of the song was, "Can we have a POV not be used for once?" kind of a thing, And then it's like, nope, not going to happen. And He went through kind of making fun of the other house guests in just a silly way. They were all singing along with him, so it was a fun little thing. Then he did other little things, which none of them, in my opinion, turned out to be near as fun or as good as Cam's initial thing. And so, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It was filler. They spent another, they probably spent at least another hour where I finally went to bed, where they were in the back bedroom while mind you, Leah is, she's isolated herself in the pink bedroom. They're in the rock bedroom. A great majority of them doing fake commercials with everybody acting as part of the crew. Different people taking turns acting. I think Chemo, Cam, Rubina, I don't know who else. Those are the three I saw were the actors. They were the talent. And Takor seemed to play the biggest part, where she was the never satisfied director that would say, nope, that wasn't right. Nope, that wasn't good enough. You're wrong. Do it over. I don't know. Takor is not timid. She's not quiet, but you don't see her super active. And it was the most active I've seen Takor. And it was kind of funny. Let me think. You know what? That's about it as far as so we have Quinn. I'm going to get to, I just realized that I talked to you guys yesterday. I said I was going to ask Taylor a question, and she responded to me, so I'm going to get to that. So I'm trying to wrap this up now that I realize that because I know I have limited time. So it's Quinn versus Chemo. And right now, I do not see, even though people think that the votes are 3-3 potentially, I don't see Chelsea voting out Quinn, which is what I said yesterday. Yesterday I was talking about this, and I was just like, I just don't see it happening. I still don't see it happening. I don't see a point where Quinn right now has a chance to stay. I think it's to Chelsea's. It serves Chelsea more to keep Chemo in her mind, not necessarily for her, not really for her game, but in her mind she might think it does, and that's all that matters, right? So, anyways, that's where we stand. It is now Tuesday. We've got Tuesday and Wednesday for things to change and flip and flop, and we'll see if anything happens. I really didn't think they would, but we'll see. There'll still be some more drama because Angela can't help but stir some drama, whether she tries to or not. But maybe she'll take her foot off the pedal today. But remember, she's still scrambling to try to find someone to work with, and no one really wants to work with her that closely. So, all right. The other thing, just very briefly, I did get home last night, and I tweeted at Taylor publicly. I said, I met you at the Big Brother premiere party this summer, and again I did, and there was a point during it was a 2-night premiere party. This is the first night. I don't think Taylor was at the second night, but she's at the first night, and they got stuck in an elevator for a little bit. There's an elevator at the bar, and they got stuck in it. It was kind of funny, but after they got out of the elevators, when I finally got to talk to her, and I walked up and I met her, I said hi. I did not take a picture with her, but this is also probably 2 hours into the party. I'd had a couple of drinks. I'm very chatty naturally, and I'm extra chatty after I've had a couple of drinks. And I've told this story before, so apologies, but I proceeded to tell her my critique of her beginning game. Where I said, you stood around. I remember you standing around and talking, and you weren't trying to get. I just totally said exactly what I have said from the beginning, where I just felt like Taylor wasn't active enough at the very beginning. She didn't go out and engage. She kind of just hung back. And was hoping for people to come to her. But look, she won the game. So that's what the silliness of it is. I'm telling a person who won the game how I didn't think they started out very good in the game. So I was doing that. So I tweeted at her. I said, I'm the idiot who critiqued your game, and you just smiled and took it, which she did. She smiled. She was very, very nice about it all. And I'm sure she hears it all the time. And so I said all that, and I said, but you've now recently said, which she has, that she's gone back and watched some other seasons and stuff, and she has more of appreciation for the game, or kind of things like, wow, why didn't you all tell me about this, or kind of just one of those, wow, I really appreciate Big Brother a lot more after having watched more seasons. So I just said, having watched more seasons in depth and stuff, do you think you would have gone in and played the game differently? Understanding that you won the game, so why would you say, yes, I would have? And she said she wouldn't have played it differently, except she might have talked to the camera more, which I found interesting, to let people know what was going on in her mind so that we understood her game better, it's a valid point. I mean, because she says, she knew what she was doing. And I'm not trying to put words in her mouth, but I'm taking her to apply that even there were times when we might have been criticizing her game, like I did, she actually realized this may not be the best. And this is totally putting words in her mouth. She did not say this, but I'm just saying, if she had said things, maybe she would have said something like, to my criticism, I realize I look like I'm not engaging in people, but that's part of my plan, and I'm trying to make this work. So don't think I don't know what I'm doing. If she'd said that, I would have said, okay, well, I don't think that's the best move, but you were aware of it, and you're aware that it may not be a great move. So hey, and yeah, that's why she said she might have talked. I think why she might have talked to the camera more. So that was an interesting answer and a good answer, and I appreciated her replying to me, because I literally just at Taylor Hale. She does not follow me. I do not follow her. So she had to have seen that in her message, and I'm sure she sees tons and tons of messages, and I get absolutely no, if someone doesn't follow you, you don't get, it doesn't like light up and say, hey, look. So I thought it was cool that she took the time to reply to it, and I thanked her. And that was that. So very cool that she replied to me. Appreciated it. And yeah, so there you go. That's what I got. We'll talk again this afternoon. We'll see what drama develops, if there's any more drama that develops. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed, but the gist of yesterday was, since I talked to you, since the Power Veto meeting, is, Quinn's talking. I think Quinn thinks he stands a little bit, he thinks he's got the votes. And that's the problem. He kind of thinks he has the votes. Chelsea is kind of reassuring him, and that's the problem too, because I think Chelsea will vote him out. And she said, she did do I posted like a 9-minute video of Chelsea talking to the camera. Actually, it was like probably 12 or 13 minutes because I split it up into 2. She did her whole cam talking thing, talking about her game in some ways. And other stuff, she was just talking random stuff. But part of what she said is she really likes Quinn. And she said, whether this is true or not, but there's no reason for her to say anything, not true when she's just talking to us. She's like, if anybody deserves to win, it's Quinn, but I deserve to be there too. And, but if he ends up surviving this week, I won't be upset. But she also didn't say if a tie happens, I will vote out Chemo, which she knows it could be a tie. So I think best case scenario for Quinn, it's a tie vote, and I think Chelsea will have to break the tie. I also said this yesterday. I think that the House will get the idea that it's going to be that it could be a tie, and they know that Chelsea will vote out Quinn. So better to vote out Quinn so that you aren't making an enemy of Chemo by having voted for Quinn, by voting for Chemo. That's how I think it could end up potentially being a unanimous vote. It's very. I'm repeating myself from yesterday. They might say we got to throw him a bone, we got to give him one vote, but I could easily see it being a 5-1 vote to evict Quinn, because they don't want to set themselves up for the next vote, being on the wrong side with Chemo and Takor, who are, a pair, even though people don't seem to care they're a pair. I don't know. That's what I got, guys. Short one this morning, and I hope you all have a good day. We will talk to you this afternoon with another update. We'll see what happens. That's it. That's what I got. So thank you for your support. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you all on, well, I was going to say on tomorrow, on Wednesday, but we'll talk to you Tuesday afternoon in about 8 or 9 hours usually. See you later, everybody. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.